Oh, good morning again. Welcome back to Bloody Knuckles Garage. I figured since we did a video recently on changing the subwoofer, let's check out the factory speakers in this thing, because something tells me they're not very good. Generally they're paper, and these ones I'm pretty sure are stock, so they need to be changed out. Let's take a look. Alright, here's our door card. So we need to get all this off. Speakers are down here at the bottom, so where to start? Well, this rubber trim piece here just pops right off, so you can either jam your fingers in there or use a plastic pry tool. It doesn't really do as much damage when you're trying to get it off. There, she just pops right off. Got some clips on there. Now, there's two screws in there. There's one up top here and one down here. And these are going to be Torx. What is this, like a T25 probably? So we're going to take these out. Next thing here is your switches for the door, or the door and the window. You need to pop this out as well. There's some clips in here holding it down. Well, good thing I got a few of these. It's kind of a... Normally I just use a flathead screwdriver for everything, but I'm trying not to this time. I'm really trying not to. There she goes. Okay, pops right up. No screws involved. Does have this harness clip down here. Give it a little squeeze and a pinch, and just wiggle, pops right out. Set that aside. Next one will be up here. There's a round cover piece. Something else we got to pop off. And for this time, I'm just going to use a flathead. Oh, shit, maybe not. Well, it's a little tight in there, so I'm going to try a pick tool instead. Oh, crap. Yep, that did it. See, it's just a little cap. Comes right off. Now that, again, is going to be Torx. Screw on there. Now, what's left for bolts? Is that it? Is that everything? I think that might be everything. Now, to take this off, it's just held in by plastic clips around the outside. This design has been used forever. My first car was a 76 Pontiac Firebird, and it had this practically the same design of how to keep door cards on the door frame. So, I'm going to try one of these. Your best bet is to get it started and then get your fingers in there and just give her some of these, and then it'll come off. So, ow, crap. Don't worry if you're breaking clips. They're super cheap. You can go to Auto Value or wherever and buy a bag of them. Well, I'm just going to use my fingers. Oh yeah, baby. Give her, oh yeah, some of those. Oh, it's gonna sound like the whole damn thing's breaking, but it's not. Ooh yeah, what's in here? All right. Yeah, they came out fairly well. I don't see any broken ones, so we can reuse all those. That's great. Now just remember, when you take off the card, you want to lift up on it. There's a lip on the top that all this sits in. You don't want to reef it right out, but usually they pop off. If not, just give it a good shove upwards and it'll pop out of the ridge. Now to disconnect the handle, you've got these two guys right here. And you're going to want to just reach down, pop them out of these grooves so they come out. Okay. Just kind of pull them out of the slider grooves there. And then the little mechanism they're attached to. You can see there's just little grooves for the wire to fit through. You slip them off, and that's that. And then, ta-da! Now the front door speaker. Oh, yeah. That's pretty crispy. I'm pretty sure those are stock. I don't think anyone... Those don't look like JBLs or Pioneers to me. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So let's get rid of those. Now we got some Phillips head screws that are going to hold in this whole thing. We also want to take out... There's a screw up here. We're going to take that guy out. And it's going to remove the plastic adapter that all this is attached to. We want to take the whole thing out. All right. Ooh, crap. All right. Now, it's got this fancy harness you can push and then pull to get that out of there. I'm not sure what our next speaker setup will have. It's a good chance it will not fit, but we'll check in a minute. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Boop. This plastic thing adapter around the edge here should come out. Give it a couple of wackadoos. Oh, there. You just had to pull on it a bit harder. So this has the 4 holes around it for the speaker, but our new speaker, I can almost guarantee it's not going to line up with that. So we got some new adapters. All right, now these are the adapter rings I'm going to be using. I'll put a link in the description for you in case you're interested in these. Remember, there's only 2 in the pack, even though the photo makes it look like there's 4. There's only 2 in there. Good design, most GM vehicles. You're just gonna, oh, geez, have it the right way. Flip this in here. Boop, put the 1 screw in the top. Now it does have screw holes down here, so we're gonna be drilling a couple pilot holes and putting some self-tapping screws in there just to keep it more snug. You don't want this thing vibrating and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And these will work on the front or the back doors as well. It's the same adapter. And then the speakers I picked up, just grabbed some of these guys here. 6.5 inch, 6.5 inch speakers off Best Buy. I think they're on sale. Boss Elite. They're good enough for what I'll be doing anyway. And since the adapter goes in like this, the speakers here, normally you just kind of drop them in, but that's not going to work. It's not fitting as well as I thought it would. So instead, we're just going to mount the speaker behind the adapter, get it in there like that, and then I think that'll still work in there. Okay, so get some screws, or you can use the stock ones you took out. Screw that right into the adapter. And right here we have the speaker wire that was hooked up to the old one. Our new speaker comes with this bundle of wires here. So we got 2 clips on this end that'll go into the speaker. And then the other end is just that. So we're going to take our fancy harness that's OEM clip, side cutters, get rid of that. Strip off some of this wrap that's got around it here. Oh man, that's sticky. Oh yuck, that's so sticky. Yeah. Once you get those off, grab some of your wire strip oars. Trim back some of this here. Do a little wiggle and a pull. Give these a little twisteroo. Okay, so we want to take our wire strippers. Here's our new wire. We want to get this split apart here. I know what some of you are already thinking. How is he going to attach those wires? Is it going to be solder? Is he going to solder them together like a professional? Is he going to use butt connectors? Oh, some people get real... Oh, shit. Some people get real angry. You start bringing out the butt connectors. Sweet baby Jesus. I'm going to have to get the X-Acto knife. PT wire strippers. I've got like 3 sets of these things. All different brands. These are probably the worst ones I have, but they were closest to the garage door, so I just grabbed them. But now for today's lesson, we're going to be using electrical tape. Oh yeah, that's right. Electrical tape, electrical tape. Everyone's favorite. Okay, these wires are blue and green. I mean, I guess I could look up which one's like supposed to go to red and black, but let's see. If I had to guess, I'm going to put the black one on blue because they both start with the letter B. That seems like a reasonable thing to do, I guess. Okay, we're going to put the red one on green because reminds me of Christmas. There. Give them some of those. That doesn't look very secure. So, when you electrical tape them, we want to make sure those stay pretty snug. I know. I should be soldering them. I know. Or butt connectors in the least. But these new wires for the speakers are so thin, I don't even know if I could buy butt connectors that small. So, we're going to take some electrical tape. And yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. If this sucks, I'll just take it off, start over, and I'll solder everything. So I'm going to wrap some tape around the first ones. Don't have any wires exposed. And just kind of snug in your second set of wires there. And just keep wrapping around it. It'll keep everything together. And not grounding on anything. So you don't want that. It'll sound pretty terrible. Now the good thing about these connectors, a lot of speakers have them, is that one's bigger than the other. So pretty hard to screw this part up. I will try not to. Slide it on there. Be gentle. Don't break anything, because then you will be soldering whether you want to or not. Got that in there. Oh, shit, magnet. Snug in the... Oh, crap. Put the bottom of the adapter in the door so it hooks in. Put the top on. Wha-bam. Now we need to put this screw back in. And this will go in the top part here. Now we can give a little... Yeah, give a little bit of pilot hole action here. Oh, well, the battery's dead. Oh, for God's sake. Drill the hole, put in a screw. Drill the other hole, put in another screw. And then that way, they'll line up. This thing's a little bit... Okay, well that was a bad idea. Oh, you guys shouldn't be using an impact to put the screw back in there. Oh, you mother... Let's just pretend that both of these screws are good. Now that we have that speaker installed 100% correctly, let's get the door panel back on. Now often these little clips here, it's supposed to stay in place, so you can put the screw through it. But yeah, so let's just take that guy off. Don't drop it in the door. Okay. So now there's this thing inside here, this little metal tab piece here on the inside. That has to come down a lot more. Your best bet is going to be to, oh geez, flathead. So if you can just sort of mash it in there, push it down, check from the side, see if it's coming down or not. This one's starting to. If I wedge it in there, give it some wiggles. This is going to allow our clip to seat properly in there. Okay, so now I'm going to put that in there. Don't drop it in the door. Go there. It's a bit better. Why don't we make sure the damn thing works before we put all that back together? Yep, there's sound coming out of it. That's a good start. All right, now that we know it works, the fun part, we're putting on the green and the yellow tabs up here. One's to lock the door and one's to open it. Now, luckily, the yellow one has a ball and the green one has kind of a cylinder shape on the end. They only fit into one slot on the back of the door in those little metal grooves. So we're going to put those back where they go. There, make them nice and, right, let's see there, yeah. There's, oh, get this damn thing out of the way. There we go. Make sure that these are clipped back into these little sockets here, or you're going to have a hell of a time making that work later. Okay, so now that we got that done, okay, now that the door part is attached, we need to, there's a lip up top here, and there's a lip back here, and we need to put the door card back into that lip. Now, if the door card stays up on its own, you're probably in the neighborhood of where it's supposed to be. You can also see that this hole in, oh, where is it? This screw in here is lined up, so we know the door card is down far enough. First thing we're gonna do though, to get ready for all the screws and stuff, the clips around the edges, just make sure that they line up with the holes that they're supposed to go back into. And then you give it a little bit of assistance. Just kind of hammer them back in there. Yeah, good as new. Okay, now let's get our screws back together. This is why it was important to fix this clip, because now you can see it through the hole. Otherwise, it'd be down too far and you couldn't get the screw back in. Put our decorative cap back on. Very nice. Remember, we got 2 screws down in here. I don't think this is a magnetic screwdriver, so this is going to be a giant pain in the butt, isn't it? Or maybe... Oh, no, I think I got lucky. Bottom screw. We can put back on our window controls. It's pretty easy. There's just some clips here and on the bottom. Just clips it back into place. Make sure to hook it up before you put it in, or you're going to hate life. There we go. To get this in, it's really easy. Chop, chop. Your best Bruce Lee impression. That part's done. And then last component here is our decorative trim. Very fancy. Slip it in the bottom. Boop, boop. Up the top. There. And she's good. Now we just got to do the back door. Now, just to have a little peek at that speaker in there. Again, this nice flower design, fancy. Don't think that's aftermarket. No. So we're gonna put a new one in there. Actually, a repurposed one. Pioneer, out of a different vehicle. Why not? Throw those in there. Oh, nuts, we lost the clip. And like, this one is not even... So we're gonna have to fix both of these clips. If I can find where the other one went. Yeah, it's probably in the door somewhere. See ya! If you're following along, you may have realized that I threw out the screws in the dumpster, so in the bin, so I had to go retrieve them. Again, this is a 6.5 inch. This one just happens to be Pioneer. Yeah, best electrical job ever. Well, that'll do. And then this guy. Alright, we got that guy good now. That one's right where it should be. And that guy's good. Alright. Test is good. Well, it does sound a lot better. That'll be the video for today, guys. Hope you found that helpful. If you put your own speakers in, let me know in the comments below, how did yours turn out? Oh yeah, with the new subwoofer in the back, sounds way better. Especially since the old sub had a hole in it, so this is remarkably better, definitely. If you found the video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. We got new videos every Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next one.